Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Time for the battle at the bottom. Let's get the game up. Welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Four points versus 8 points. The battle at the bottom is going to commence very shortly. I reckon it's going to be a good game. Don't know about anyone else, but I reckon it's actually not going to be as bad as people think. Fingers crossed, because it would be quite nice to have a good game. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. It's going to be a good one. The battle at the bottom is going to be a competitive match, I hope. Hi, AFL time. Hello, mate. Hi, Large Chips. Corey, Sidey. Hello, guys. Welcome all. Stream should be up in a few minutes. Goes up, I think, 5 minutes before. I reckon it's going to be a good one. To be fair, this is a game where it is anyone's, right? This can be anyone's game because both are so rubbish. I don't think anyone can deny how bad both these teams are. They're just, I don't know. I said at least North have had some games that have been close-ish, but West Coast have just been awful. Okay, it's coming up 5 minutes. Pre-match should start in a second. There we go. The stream is loading up.
Will there be sunshine for one of these teams, or will it all be doom and gloom?
I've got the wrong sound settings on.
On who wins and loses today. The bounce not far away when we come back from the west.
There you go. Right. Oh, it's going to chuck some adverts at me, so I've got to turn the sound down, I reckon. That's a point. Why the hell does it have it shouldn't show the adverts. It should not show the adverts when I've paid for AFL Fox. Everyone loves a Smeg fridge. Welcome to the stream there, everyone. Who have we got with us this morning, or so far this morning? Let us know. Jamal? I really just don't know. I really do not know which team's going to win this. It should be North. Should be North. Hi, Nathan. I'm all right. Early in the morning, but I'm all right. You should have gone then. If it's at the Optus AFL time, you should have gone, mate. Well, yeah. Sorry, there's KFC Christmas ads. Really? Literally, I've just seen a KFC ad for Christmas in July. How ridiculous. Why do I go for Swans? Because I was sent a Swans shirt nearly a couple of years ago now. Oh, nice, Nugget and Brooks. Nice. Well done. Oh, there's a cat in the background. Okay. I can turn the sound back up now. It's almost game time.
about this one. Neither side has enjoyed a victory since way back in round 2, with 16 rounds of pain to come to an end today for one of the sides. Defeat not an option with the victor.
I'm not sure if pain is sorted or anything, really, because they're both still second or bottom. Second from bottom or bottom, aren't they?
There is, but they're both, as we've explained, they're both in the same neighbourhood on the ladder, so they'll be relatively evenly matched. Now, this head-to-head...
That's what I'm thinking. They'll both be evenly matched.
Because there's plenty of good teams that by round 2 or 3 might have lost, 75% of their games. So we go for after round 6, and it shows us head-to-head. After round 6, when the ladder's settled, they are the numbers. So it could go either way.
It would be horrible this season, though, wouldn't it? Not just this season, but it would be horrible being a North or a West Coast supporter. It'd be painful.
The senior members now of this, he's still a young man in football in terms of his body and the way it's performing. And you add to him some of those young players, LDU, the number 1 of them. And there's a build in place. We can see what
61-53 to Richmond at the end of the first half. Just a score update.
Age bracket to fill this team. Kind of expect that North might have the goods. Their pressure's been fantastic over the last month. And the Eagles, not so, but they have had a little moments in time in the last 6 weeks or so where you think, well, this quarter's played out all right. There's Shannon Hurd. Now, he's going to be asked to play on Nick Larkey today. Nick Larkey, so if you look at the tail of the tape, 198 centimetres and plays big as well. Shannon
What's the drama, Jaden? What happened?
6'1.5", playing a 6'6". And that's
I know Crows won, but what happened in what did Port do?
Those wonderful back. Look at that size difference. He's quicker, he's more agile, and at this age, he's going to have more endurance. So what an ask you're asking of your true champion captain, the ex-captain Backman, to go out there and take him on. Campbell Chester, I think he's a
fair enough. Yeah, you got to be so careful.
Good luck to him.
You got to be so careful these days with head injuries. Look how lovely the Optus looks just from here.
17th and 18th, so much on the line as these two teams search for a win. And Goldstein and Williams out of the middle. The Eagles will be desperate to turn around the clearances from last week. Kelly, Phillips.
Well, game on. Once again, welcome to the stream. I reckon it's going to be a fairly good game, actually. I don't think it's going to be too bad. It should be a fairly even game with both teams sitting right at the bottom of the table. And if it's not, we'll switch off. Hi, Cal. Oh, we're paying it. Can West Coast get the first goal of the day? What's the weather like at the Optus? Let's have a look.
He's been fighting a one-man war in that midfield for the year.
Currently 15 degrees at the Optus. Jack Darling. It's not amazing. It's not an amazing start. Hi, Armageddons.
Two coaches, one of them will not be there next week in Brett Ratton, who has been sitting in for, of course, Alistair Clarkson, who will return.
You're leading the witness there, Pat.
Little tongue-in-cheek as the ball's knocked away.
But there is a lot riding on the
There's so many storylines through it.
And that's why we're so excited.
Hi, Lynn. Well, it's sunny at the moment. It's sunny at the moment where I am, but it's meant to absolutely hammer it down about 2 o'clock. It's meant to be awful weather later.
Another good crowd in too for the team on the bottom of the table.
Worked well there, Cherry.
And he's wrapped up and holding the ball. So
West Coast playing on.
Scrubs the kick up towards the 50. Young will get there first. Pataka There's plenty about this ground. Sheasel, the high ball. Jerry and Williams.
Did the Optus have? Does the Optus have an actual stadium name rather than just its sponsor name? Oh yeah, that's my question.
Back for Darling. West Coast with the territory. Hewitt can be explosive.
High.
Too long. And he was collared by Davies.
Looks high.
Very lucky not to be pinged holding the ball.
Looked like prior opportunity, didn't it? Good tackle pressure, but you called it perhaps rightly that at least the ball was in the Eagles' forward line.
That looked high to me. That's where the inconsistencies come with the umpiring. Just Perth Stadium. High axis.
Holding the ball a couple of moments ago. Watch this. He kind of goes for the shrug here, and then LDU just adjusts the tackle so well, so there's no over the shoulder.
Lucky not to be rewarded. James Uniac with the free kick. Duncan into Gaff, who's bounced back to form in recent weeks.
Looks like he's playing on the wing right now.
Spent a lot of time there, Andrew Gaff, rather than sort of being in the mid. Here's Petruccelli.
Oh.
Petruccelli.
That's... Maybe this sums up their season. 2 behinds already. This sums up the season for both teams. Yes, Drifter House. We might as well. Bottom of the season. Bottom of the table there. You would have thought it would be a good battle because both teams are so evenly rubbish, but...
In the middle of the pack, Duggan. Again, wrapped up well. And this one's holding the ball.
Hi, Mateo.
He pinned one arm, and so Duggan just hugs the ball to his chest.
Oh, look at the blood.
Relying on the umpire not to see that he's not making a realistic effort. That is a great decision.
His blood pouring from his face.
In the box. See there? And he's still cradling it.
Nothing he could do as Tucker goes inside.
No.
50. Curtis going to ground. Hoff spinning out of trouble. Edwards back in the team. Hewitt. Bazzo.
This is like watching some VFL football, isn't it? Some regional football. It is not amazing standard, is it? Oh yeah, I better do that. Hang on. Better start a poll.
Marking opportunity, but the ball just went straight back out. Just needs more representation at the fall of the ball.
Goldstein. Simpkin. Kangaroos.
There you go. Poll is up. Who is going to win?
Bazzo couldn't mark in front. And wrapped up.
Bit of a cheer down here, boys. Robert Hanson Jr. just running on for the first time. A local boy. Subiaco product. And I've seen him play at junior level. He's a gun.
Thanks, Scully.
I think this is like junior level football at the moment, to be fair.
From Kalgoorlie originally. He's out there and gets his chance today.
I was watching him in the warm-up. He's got a kicking action, dare I say.
Robert Hanson Jr. Number 2 mid-season draft pick. Oh. They're off the mark. The Roos get a goal. That was out of nowhere. Basically the ball given and kicked to him. I think North are going to win. What did I do? I'm trying to remember what I actually did, what I picked.
Out the back. Yeah, good follow-up. Got his own spill there. Got his own spoils. Well done.
It's a goal from a stoppage. Great work from Turner. You can see what it meant to the players as well. Everyone got across to him. As you said, perhaps. Round 7. And he started well.
One kick, one goal.
I did.
The Eagles had all the territory through the first 5 minutes.
I did North by 20. As a reminder.
O'Neill. It was being held as he socketed that ball.
Watching Luke Davies.
Hi, Sean. No, I did Richmond to win. I think what did I do? I did Richmond to win by 6. So I'm currently getting extra points here. But it's been such a rubbish week for tipping.
Away to long, Cripps, quick snap, bounce important. It just rolls away from Allen, who couldn't slap it back to Edwards, and it'll be a boundary throw-in.
Tristan Yeah, Tristan Cherry, fellas, has come to the bench. Bit of a knockover.
Frio's win was ridiculous. I said it's once again, it's whenever I don't pick them, they potentially do a little bit better. If I had picked them to win that game, they would have got hammered, I expect. How many right have I got? It's not great. It's not great. 1, 2, 3. 3 at the moment. If Richmond win, it's 4, and if North win, it's 5. Very, very rubbish week. But I think a lot of people have got a bad week this week. It's not just me. That's what you want. You want those upsets, because especially the first two. As I said, the first two, Carlton, only 7% picked Carlton, and only 2% of people picked Fremantle to win as well. So if you even got both of those right, wow, that is a big one. Because even the top people have not done great. Even Jackson in number 2 has potentially only got 2 right so far. Where's Azimus? Yeah, Azimus only got 2 right as well. A rough week. Yeah, I cannot see anyone getting a full house this week. Surely not. Hi, Pat.
North Melbourne teammate the intercept mark, but he fought through the screen just to make the contest. Well done, young man.
Pick one in the mid-season draft.
Yeah, surely no one will get 9 out of 9 this week. Yeah, I know. We could do with D's winning. We really could do with D's winning. Richmond. If Richmond win, they overtake us, and Richmond would go into. Where would they go into? They would go into 42. They would go 7th or 8th. 8th, I think. They'd go into 8th. It doesn't make a huge difference. Yeah. It doesn't make a huge difference because we've still got to beat these teams, but it's just one more team we got to kind of overtake. This game is piss poor. I was hoping it would be a little bit better, but it is piss poor in the first quarter. 6-2. 13 minutes left. No wonder why they're bottom of the table. Well, I was warned, I suppose. I was warned.
Thought about looking in the corridor. He's going to go into the pocket instead. Oscar Allen will be the target. He's got 2 for company. Archer wrapped up straight away.
Yeah, they're doing that well, North Melbourne. Aiden Core on that occasion.
Shocking.
Was the one that filled the space where Oscar Allen wanted to lead, and it makes it really challenging.
Oh, Darling, just a big shove in the ruck there.
I know. I just thought because it would be they're fairly even teams. It may make it an exciting game, but it does not. It does not. That was not even a shove in the back.
That's a good kick too. Taylor up to half back. Phillips.
I'm not sure if it stays this quality. I'm not sure if I can last the full 3-hour stream.
By 4 points early. Cool. It's a heap of the footy in the last couple of weeks, and it's good hands from Archer.
It was a well way to keep because there wasn't anyone else who really could have kicked that to Aiden.
Even the commentators aren't exactly much life in them.
Both teams really looking to build the ball up to their forwards, not really trying to go overly quick.
In the middle forward, let's try to take the mark. Hearn getting involved. Jaden Hunt, Cole, now Sheed. Took his time to send it back up the line again. Allen with 2 to beat, and he did well to bring it to ground. Marek, they could get out here, West Coast. Hewitt with a high ball, Darling back towards goal. McDonald for company, knocked it down, assisted it to Cripps.
Well,
Well crafted, well created.
8-6. Game on.
Just so important to win big contests, isn't it? Oscar Allen is the one that
Should we just put the second half of the D's versus Tigers game on? That might be a slightly better standard. I think I should probably do that. Yeah, let's do that. I'm making the executive decision. We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this later. Dusty. Dustin Martin just scored 67-53. We're on this now. I'm sorry. I've made the executive decision.
Overlap run from half-back from Richmond. So dangerous, so effective.
Yeah. Okay, I need to change things up a little bit. I don't think I could cope.
This is the overlap run that's so deadly when Richmond can create it. The run from Bolton there just to provide the option. I don't care who you play on Dusty, that's almost impossible to defend that ball movement.
Okay, hopefully this will be a little bit more interesting.
Dawn manages to shit it forward. Rioli's been impressive, couldn't quite get the handle. Taranto and then flicked it out to Prestia. This is where they get rolling, the Tigers. So hard to stop. McVee's got the huge roll on Dusty back there. Bolton slides it. Not a bad result. They'll set up again.
It's a terrific contest from Jack Rewalt there, just to make sure that Melbourne couldn't intercept across half back.
Let me try and fix it up.
Judd McVee does have the job and has so for the last quarter and a bit on Dusty Martin. He's the 7th ranked player in the competition and one-on-one, so it's a huge task for him.
He's needing to weather the early storm here. Bowie, Jordan runs into Taranto.
Boom. Sit down.
Richmond's forward 50 pressure today has been outstanding.
Absolutely, it has their ability to be able to get the ball on the ground, in this case from a stoppage. You just see there the numbers hunting, just providing no time at all for Melbourne to exit.
Okay, hold on.
In yellow and black, averaging 30 possessions, 7 tackles, 7 clearances a game, 10 30-plus games.
You would think he would win there best and fairest by the length of the Flemington Straight with those numbers.
Chance to re-establish that 20-point lead. The putt road end explodes. Richmond back in control.
There you go.
That Richmond swarm, Lever spoke about it at half-time, the Richmond of old, and that's what we've seen today. Beautiful finish from Taranto.
14-6 to the Eagles.
Clever little push from Dustin Martin there.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Made life hard. The Tigers have jumped out, kicked the first 2 early ones. Petrarca, slippery footy, nice hands though to Max. Goes long to Petty. Test of strength, Petty. Cleared some space.
Yeah, actually, I want... Oh, this should be a close finish, right? This should be a really close finish. I almost... There's part of me that is happy for D's to win this. like we're talking about earlier about the score for the Super Brew. Sorry, that's partly making me want Richmond to win. But at the end of the day, I ain't gonna win the Super Brew. So yeah, exactly, because it helps the Swans. Screw the Super Brew. We've got to think properly now, don't we?
To a really dangerous area. Get it on the ground. That's what his job is. Kate Chandler at ground level. Provide frontal pressure. And snag goals when you get the opportunity.
Soldo emphatically. Baker runs onto it. Martin steams through the front edge of the square. Open goal square. Yes, sir!
Dusty's on it.
What a game! Exhilarating to watch from both teams. Tigers respond.
He's putting a game together.
Four can play.
Well, this is a showcase of the 6-6-6 rule, Patrick. Whoever's getting it out of the middle is putting enormous pressure on the defences.
It is, and Liam Baker taking that ball cleanly. And number 4, he's a pretty good player.
Oh,
Nathan?
He is putting on a clinic. How good.
2 disposals just scored at Dusty, 2 goals, and he was instrumental in Taranto's goal. Can Harms hit back? They're going to go to centre forward. Petrarca's down there. It's hit well to upend Grimes. Neil Gordon honours the lead of Van Rooyen.
Oh, what a treat this game is. Every score today has come from stoppage or front half territory. Generally,
20 in it.
And then we see it again here, just their ability to win a centre bounce and a beautiful lowering eyes kick to the lead. But generally you see back transition goals where the ball is taken from end to end, but not in this case. It's like a game of ping pong.
Heavy rain falling.
Right, changes have been made.
Jacob Van Rooyen kicked the first goal of the afternoon. This for his third.
Changes have been made. These 6 points. 79, 59. I am AFL time. I am sorry. The other game was really, really boring, to say the least.
Reaching some serious heights. 3 goals to Van Rooyen.
Kicked 3 against Richmond the last time when they played as well.
All right, yeah, we're on this. That's not my dog. She's just staying with us.
You guys hitting the short.
23 possessions between the teams for 5 goals in this third term. It's been unbelievable football. Tigers get a turn now again through Bolton. Inside 50, well done, mate.
To be fair, this is looking like a good game.
Both defences.
It is absolutely hammering it down at the G.
And you saw there out of that centre bounce, they're forced to put Stephen May under Dusty with that one-on-one marking matchup just because he's such a threat when he's down there on fire. The stronger body of May.
Excellent. Gorn took it on the bounce. Langdon, Woden, couple of runners to the inside. One of those is.
There seems nothing in this, does it? I'm surprised. Oh, he's going to be winded. He is going to be winded.
Do they still get it on the cover?
I think you get the use of one for here.
We need to sack that. Where's Andrew Dillon?
All up.
Darts, we need to get rid of that. It needs to come back because that was such a great part of the early 90s, late 2000s.
Bring back the card, Danger. I'm right on board with you for that. Particularly, you got Van Rooyen launching at it. Ridiculous attempt at mark. There's a mark to Tomlinson downfield.
Please come back on and stand.
Revolt the Tigers, you can see. Look at the wave of Tigers. They love to surge. Rain hasn't taken any of the skill level off the quality of this game. Shea Bolton pulls the trigger.
Sorry, we're on Richmond versus D's. Tigers versus D's because the other game was so bad. And this one seems to have a very good finish, at least to the last second half.
And a little bit of a pause for a moment.
That was really clever by Van Rooyen there on Nathan Broad. He was a bit out of position. He knew that the next player coming in was a Richmond player, so he almost palmed it over the boundary line to just let his team set up again.
So Lingy, it belted down rain for about 90 seconds. It's still raining, isn't it? But just eased a touch.
Yeah, I would love like maybe a green screen, as if I'm sitting at like a commentator's or a pundit's desk. That would be quite cool, wouldn't it? Having that behind me, having all the kind of the scrolling news and team sheets, and I don't really have the technical knowledge to do that, to be honest.
We saw a couple of stats pop up then. It's 50-50 time in forward half, 77 apiece in the contest. No wonder
yeah, Kat will be happy with this at the moment. I don't know if she's watching it. I assume she'd be watching it.
Which means it's going to be a game of moments, isn't it? Like it's
Cal, mate. Yeah, and that was enough. I'm sorry. I did try.
Jack Viney wore the hit from Pickett. He wore a ripper from Sydney Stack in a Richmond-Melbourne game a few years ago as well, which rattled his shoulder. And there he is, Lingy, just getting assessed on the boundary.
We'll go. I'll tell you what. We'll go back to Eagles versus Roos after this game.
Competing well, Levant Soldo. Toughest ruck matchup in the game against Max Gawn, and he's performing well, Soldo. Trying to kick it back in the Gawn direction, in front Bolton. Slip little handle from Tomlinson. Here's Bolton lurking with intent.
79-65. There said there's nothing in this game, is there? Quality-wise, it looks. It does look a little bit higher.
Welcome inclusion as Jack Viney takes a little breather. Here they go again, Gawn and Soldo. This time Max slips it down. It'll be another boundary throw-in.
Crispin Petrarca waiting to go back on the ground. The use of him in this second half is going to be really interesting. That balance of playing him around the ball versus playing him forward. You need his penetration from stoppage, but you need his goal power as well.
Joel Smith, the Melbourne sub, just doing a couple of little stretches as Taranto tumbles it inside 50. Coming through was Graham. Here's Revolt. Pops a handball inside, but it's taken by Lever. Can he find a target on the way out?
He can find the target.
Brayshaw the overlap. Now they can go through the middle. Neil Bullen will put it into the path of Melksham. Looks back, has got Broad on his shoulder. Jake will try to turn him. Well done.
It's just pulled his shirt. It's just pulled his shirt. Cheap tactics.
Now Young back to Broad.
Cheap tactics.
Tigers win that little scrap. To the wing. Tomlinson with the fist. McVie the crumb. He's run down by Baker. Ball underneath that pair.
27 at the moment in the Eagles North game.
He's had just the 6 touches in this game, hasn't kicked the goal. Is there a chance to give him a bit of a midfield run, or what would you do?
I'd send him back up for sure. That worked in the first quarter. I liked how he got himself in the game. I think it's a worthy choice, particularly when they're trying to find the balance between Petrarca forward and mid.
I'm surprised the G's not busier. I'm really, really surprised.
Graham just outside his distance, so caresses one into the pocket. Brayshaw diving attempt at mark. Hasn't been able to take it.
You need to feed the animals.
You don't have to play him
You need to feed the animals.
Play him forward side
Yeah.
of the stoppage. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you lose his power centre forward. You just play him forward side.
Tigers getting on top of the clearances. Here's another one at the back for Cochin. Across the face. Shea Bolton up to 7 touches for the quarter.
80-65, 15 in it.
Spark here for Richmond. Is that what Cozzy Pickett can provide for Melbourne? Lever. Neil Bullen. He's got a couple. He's got a 2-on-1 here. If it gets there quickly enough, well done, Rioli. But and then puts the pressure on Langdon. Kicks it out on the full as a result.
It's the right option from Langdon. Just the pressure from Richmond was really good.
Come on. Yeah, I've got to be cheering on the Ds. I've got to be cheering on the Ds. Just helps the Swans out more than it if the Ds win. I'm waiting for a run of goals.
And apologises. So danger 9-3 down clearances this quarter. The D's, you get that message come out to you as a midfielder.
Problem is, by looking at the West Coast and North, I just don't understand. I don't see where they're getting the quality from. You know, even if they're getting higher draft picks, they're still young players. That are they really going to bring the quality in quick enough? I don't know. I just don't see their team improving by any considerable amount.
There's Hopper, Bolton.
Shay, come on, you only threw it, mate.
Ned Langdon free kick, little throw here, paid against Bolton. We knew it was trying to work. Langdon.
Play on.
He goes short now to Rivers.
Play on.
Tigers are well set up. Rivers steps around the mark and not a great kick.
Well, it's not a great kick, but it's in a marked position.
He's queued for a moment, but Van Rooyen can shoot from area acute range.
Well set up defensively, Richmond. So really,
Yeah, it looked for the Eagles. It showed some of the old boys in the team. Oh, hello, Gawn's fallen over. It's just been given a... What? I didn't even see what's happened there. I literally turned around to look at a comment. I literally looked round, read a comment, and something happened with old... in the little penalty area there. Little inside. Show us the replay.
Seeking a bit of clarification out there.
What happened? See, it was unnecessary, wasn't it? You had one person gave him a little jab, and then he just charged. This is the thing. So he's just charged into him for no reason. The umpire pulls it up, and he's like, "What? What? I didn't do anything." That is exactly what happens in football. You'll get a player that knocks someone out or wipes them out with a tackle and then complains when the referee pulls him up on it. Like, 9 points in it now. I think D's are going to win this. Yeah, I'm going D's. The West Coast game was awful. It wasn't very far into the game, but it was really poor. And the D's versus Tigers game looked better.
So a like for like, Lingy, they've pushed Smith back. He went forward last week with great impact against Adelaide. That's the flexibility of Joel Smith.
Next door.
So right up against the fence here, Harry Petty's kicked 3 goals in the first half.
Is Charlie going to find any eggs today?
Within 3 points.
Can he score 3 points? No. Just going for a mark here.
Richmond defenders spoil each other, but Young's there. Off to Taranto. Bowie looks to set himself. Well done, Baker.
I must have been just trying to... Well, I don't know. Maybe he was just trying to block him, but it was certainly with the negative sort of intent, wasn't it? Well, have you just seen mine as well? Mine's the little white Jack Russell. Yeah.
To arrest momentum back after the Tigers had it out to 20 points early stages this third term. Look away handball from Hopper to his old teammate at the Giants, Taranto. Baker escorted over. Enjoying himself out there.
Let's go, Demons.
For the Tigers, Coulthard. Yet to be activated. Miller taken high, Lockie Hunt.
That's a high.
Really likes to get things moving. He's got Petty on a lead. He's signalling long to the goal square. Petty doubles back.
Yeah, just like in the Mars film, but a little less. Whoa! But she's a little wimpy.
The fullback turned full forward. He's determined never to go back to defence.
I just love his movement. Watching him.
Determined never to go back to defence. Good mark that was.
Starting around, as you can see, keeping the defence honest.
Well, that's what gives him his separation,
Absolutely.
isn't it? Movement.
Come on, Dees.
Forward movement.
Bumped into his dad recently.
Upset those Tigers.
Not a very talented athlete at all, Simon. The talent comes from mum's side. And the Petty
In you go. Oh. Richmond fans are getting worried, aren't they? They're getting worried. Hi, Hawthorn Hawks fan. I'm good, mate.
4 goals, and so he should smile, Harrison Petty. You get moved out of full back, you go to full forward, you want to do exactly what he's doing. Congratulations to Harrison Petty. He's had a huge day.
Goal, goal, goal.
Simon told me he was the best second 18 footballer in schoolboy history. I'm not sure about that.
Mate, not all Jack Russells are bad.
He's had himself a game today. Just timed that mark perfectly, and more importantly for Melbourne, finished.
He's kicked 8-1 for the season and 15-6 in his career, so he is a great finisher.
Oh, Dusty would be gutted, wouldn't he? Looked like Dusty had a good game as well.
Martin and Lever go at it. Mansell feeds it back to Broad. He'll go down the line. Cochin will set himself against Rivers.
Hello, mate.
Hopper at the back.
Good day.
Bounces it inside 50 through the legs of Cochin, cleaned up by Viney. Now Langdon, little touch kick was good to Chandler.
Playing on down the wing.
Here's Petty again.
Oh, almost marked that. Just slipped out of his fingertips.
He accelerates. Graham drives towards forward 50.
Sidey, you've got to be on my side with this one, mate. Okay, you've got to be on my side with this. We want Dees to win to help the Swans, okay? That is the deal. It's all about Sydney, even in a game that Sydney aren't playing in. It's all D's. It's all D. It's all D's, guys. Yeah, there you go. Mateo wants D's to win to help Carlton. Not a great kick. Was it already across? Was it already across? These are. I'm glad I'm sorry. I'm glad If anyone was desperate to watch the Eagles game, I'm sorry. But I'm glad I switched. I'm glad I switched. I'm so sorry. What the question is though, when he marked this, was it on the pitch? Was it on the pitch? I'm gonna assume no eggs. Oh, no eggs. Yeah, maybe you should have left them in there. Counts for a longer. What? And oh. Take 2 bags, check the litter tray. Your dog's annoying.
This third term, first time Melbourne have been in front for 64 minutes. It mightn't last for long because Bolton looking for Marlon.
I just think, right, if we're looking at it in the terms of other sides. There you go, see? Cow, I'm a good person, really. You get to watch both now. There you go. I think this is an interesting game because I think only potentially 4 teams, fans should want Richmond to win, and that's Richmond and then the 3 teams above the D's. every other fan should want D's to win this.
So Richmond have led by 20 points on 3 separate occasions, late in the second and then twice early in this third term. Melbourne booting the last 4 goals to hit the front.
I'll tell you what though, I am very glad I signed up as a member of Sydney Swans. It's so much easier having Watch AFL rather than the streaming service I used. Why would you... What? Sidey, why would you want... Oh, just outside the 50. I don't think he's going to go for the goal though. Sidey, why would you want Richmond to win this if you're a Crows fan? Crows are only 4 points off top 8. That does not make sense, Sidey.
As we approach the 5-minute mark of the third.
32-7 now. I think whoa! That's such a shame he dropped that. 38-7, yeah, 38-7 in the Eagles game. Oh, what the? Even that's going to screw me over, having the Eagles win. Oh, that's gutting he didn't make... Oh, straight in his face.
I don't know if we can get a replay of Jake Lever's face. He was smiling after this during the play. During the play.
Oh, it slipped through his arms.
They just put the car back on the agenda. And
That's well and truly on the agenda.
new CEO does. Yes, Andrew Dillon will be all over that. First point of business on Monday. Petrarca, the don't argue board, was up to the...
Don't, because the Sydney game yesterday that we watched, it was awful, mate. It was like watching the Collingwood prelim final again.
Has to be. Harrison Petty, brilliant.
Push out. Mark's here. Yep. On the line. Thank you.
Milksham.
3 points in this.
Said, I'll take it. Not sure he was anywhere near it.
He hunted it down.
Can he get it from this angle? He's going to really have to wrap his foot around this.
Take it off the hot hand in Petty.
Taking his full measure of time. Got the body shaped straight to the middle.
Don't, mate. Cal, don't do that to me, mate.
Making effort. It was never
Goal.
out.
Cracking.
3.
Don't do it to me, Cal, mate. I'm literally trying to catch you up.
And the Melbourne fans celebrate Jake Milksham as
How are we doing at the moment?
remarkable game.
Cal, I'm literally only
Comes off for
1, 2, 3 places behind you as it stands. I'm literally 1.2 behind you. Points. I'm coming for you, mate. Coming. But if I may get nothing out of these last 2, which will then push you ahead again. Sorry, Sidey. To be fair, I do a lot of exercise at least. But these Rockstar drinks, I go to a place called Booker, which is a wholesale. They were selling 12 of these for £2.50. So it was sort of a no-brainer. I'll go for a run later. / walk. / sit in front of the telly. It's basically my caffeine, okay? Some people drink coffee. I drink energy drinks.
Out for Richmond, Matty Coulthard, playing his second game of AFL footy, is on to this game and he'd want to hit the ground running. This is high-intensity, quality footy.
Bit of spark and creativity on the deck for the Tigers with Coulthard. Pressed here off the hands of the stoppage.
Oh!
Speaking of...
Richmond! In. Back to 3 points. I can't drink coffee. Coffee's rank. I do have some Nescafe. flavoured ones that I got in the package that I opened yesterday.
Talk about immediate impact. Second game, first minute, first kick, first goal.
55 seconds he was on the ground floor, Jace. He's thinking, how easy is this AFL footy?
What a game. What a game this is.
He got to the front of the contest. Judd McVeigh, he'd love his time again. He went to the back of the contest. And it fell straight to Coulthard. What a finish. What a moment.
And Lee, as you said, in a game played in this intensity, for Coulthard to seize the moment. Well,
Yeah. I think, don't know. This game's still this game's still close. This game's still close. Anyone's this game.
Petty, Grimes is wanting the boundary line and gets it.
So Max Gawn's quarter, he has lifted like all good skippers should. He has been terrific. Really asserting his authority around the contest.
He's had 8 disposals, 7 of those contested. Danger. Here's Van Rooyen and Soldo.
No, it's back out of play. Throw it back in again. 38-8 over in the Eagles game.
So Gawn sitting out of the stoppage, giving himself a rest. Also shores up Melbourne defensively as well, should Richmond win it.
Van Rooyen against Soldo. Slapped forward by Bolton.
Punched away by Bolton. Punched up even further.
Coulthard couldn't control it, and the D's have got numbers back. May to Smith to McVeigh. Working hard is Woden.
Yeah. No, I didn't last very long, Nanya. I didn't last very long. I might switch back after this, just so I've got more AFL to watch. 38-14 now in the North game. I hope North are going to come back and win that game now, just to help me out with the old Super Brew.
What a contest this has been. Punch for punch all afternoon. Tigers got out to a 20-point lead 3 times, and every time the D's have been back.
Here's Max having a huge impact.
Well, I know a goal scored. Cal, I know a goal scored every time I say it, because I'm saying every time. I think it's more the fact that a goal scored before I say it, rather than the other way around. Sidey, what's up? I hope everything's all right, mate. If we carried on watching the Eagles Roos game, yeah, that may have caused problems. Oh, Gawn. That was a dodgy kick.
Great call, Daz. That was phenomenal from the contest from Jack Viney.
Soldo the tap. Salem came forward, won it once.
Well, I hope it's not too bad, Sidey. If something is wrong, just remember it's not as bad as you probably think. I don't think I could be quite be a psychologist, but I think you'll find some of the best games have featured the Swans this year. I would say most of the good games have featured the Swans because we either lose by a very close margin or win by a very close margin.
Hoisted high. Gawn. Dangerous spill. Neil Bullen runs into a couple of tacklers. Well done, Banks and Rioli. In fact, it's Mansell and Rioli. My apologies.
Minute 21 until 3/4 time. Epic game here at the MCG. It's Van Rooyen. Look at Petrarca go after it. Been impressed with.
These bloody pigeons, oh no, seagulls need to go, wait, don't they? All over the place. Hi, ex-Freddy. Yeah, ex-Freddy, sorry, I had to give up on the Eagles North game. It was painful. Oh, umpire's down. He slipped.
Explained, beautiful pick up from Petrarca again. He got rid of McIntosh. Long to the goal.
Ooh. Punch behind. 90-86. Can I say, it's 90-86 and it is only just coming to the end of the third quarter. This is a bloody high-scoring game. A very, very high-scoring game.
Long searching kick. Pickett again will come from the side. Finds its way through to the chest of Shea Bolton.
Yeah.
It's called to go with his 11th touch of the term.
Probably under the bed.
Towards half forward. Pickett again floating through the air. Well done, Harms. May. Retreat to Bowie. 30 seconds for Melbourne to be precise. Or get it to a position where
Did I see what happened with Alir? No, I did not. What happened with Alir?
Still time for the D's. If he wants
I don't even know.
Richmond have got plenty of numbers back. He does go now.
Big ball. Big ball in. Punched away by Richmond.
Dangerous ball here, Salem.
No, it's fallen for D's. Or has it? It's fallen for D's. No. Okay. Wow. There you go. Let's quickly switch while it's quarter time. Let's go back to Eagles. Eagles North. While it's quarter time. Okay, we're back for this one. 38-21. You never know. By the time we'll go back to watching this. We'll go back to watching the West Coast versus North after these game. And you never know. It may have picked up to being a good game. But it is 39-21 now.
Kick forward, off front position that time. The ricochet away was excellent. Back in the middle of the ground. Marrick, Sheed, McDonald had him collared.
Marrick played that well, didn't he? He knew he was going to be tackled, so he...
They're not your favourite team then, Sidey, no?
Leaves his arms free to get the ball moving and motioning forward.
A tough start to his career in terms of the losing margins West Coast have had since he's come in mid-season. But he's shown clean hands when he has played. And the mark's paid to Tom. She can't play from a mark like that. Even though the goal has been kicked, it'll have to come back.
Nice finish, wasn't it? It was an easy kick from 55 metres, but
He just caressed that.
yeah. I think he
Come on, Roos. Come on, Roos. Just to screw Cowell over. That's all I need.
Take advantage from a free kick, but not from
Kangaroos are going to win this.
There's Thomas in. Stevenson.
There's a hold
And
early.
a whistle.
There's an early
And a free kick to the Kangaroos.
Yes, free kick to the Roos.
Is it Cherry? Who will take it?
I don't even know what's going on here at the moment. Like, what is going on in this phase of play?
Umpire was absolutely certain. Yeah, there you see the jumper there with it. And you see
What?
from 100 metres away, you blow the whistle automatically.
So, Tristan Cherry from close.
There you go.
Kangaroos kick another. And they are making a great run in this second term.
Yeah, maybe the D's. Maybe it's not the D's necessarily. Maybe the MCG needs an eagle before the game. So I'm not sure what the free kick was there for. Can anyone explain what that free kick was there for?
That's going on. The umpire's going to see that. Out. Masood and obviously I'm playing up against Ruckman. So with it
I don't understand why there was a free kick given there. Like, literally, if anything, the North player pushed the West Coast player.
So this is the tail of the game. We talked about it.
This is the problem, though, right? So I didn't see any holding of player tops. But this is the issue, okay, that you're getting with Aussie rules. Is because the commentators think that the only people that watch are Aussie rules fans and know Aussie rules. They don't explain decisions well. They don't explain the decisions well enough for people that don't really understand necessarily all the laws. And so I'm there thinking, what the hell? Why has a free kick been given? When, if anything, it looked like a shove the other way. They really need to learn from that.
Against a really good matchup straight down the ground.
Wanted Larkey instead, but Taylor in the middle of them. Now some overlap run from Core. And a long driving kick inside 50. Goldstein almost Knocked it down. Cole trying to find Kelly. Turner. Is that a push in the back from Bazzo? No, it'll be a stoppage.
Hi, Shirley. Hi, Shirley. How are you? Cal's going to be really upset after this when North win. He's going to be absolutely gutted.
North Melbourne.
Come on, North.
The momentum in this one. And now it's the Kangaroos.
We'll be back to the D's Tigers when this is done.
Looking for Larky again, but
Yeah, you know it, Cal. You know it, mate. You're going to see me overtake you in real time.
A little bit more height on it. Kick it on top of Tom Cole's head for Larky to jump into him. Made the contest.
So it's good field position now for North Melbourne. They just cannot get the ball forward of the true centre line right through the ground.
Give me a shout. I'm looking at the screen, but give me a shout if you see that the Tigers D's game's up.
McDonald positioned himself nicely. And he falls on top of the footy. It'll be a ball up.
Jack Darling.
To be fair, Freddie, West Coast have been throwing every game of the season anyway, so I think that there needs to be, for West Coast, there needs to be some sort of look into what they've been up to. Because they've been throwing games, haven't they? They can't be that bad, surely.
Took the contact, but held on to the mark.
These clearance numbers, Dermot, getting out of hand for the Eagles. North Melbourne dominant.
Dangerous ball back up the corridor. And they needed Cole to lock it up. Did to Goda, who was a little sore coming back to his feet.
Certain case of throwing games. Nah, I reckon they should get done for throwing games. I said it reminds me of D's in the early 2000s. I reckon if West Coast wanted to win the Premiership, they would. Oh! What the hell? Jesus Christ! Just awful. Just awful. We did see that, right? Everyone just ignored the ball. Bella down. Bella down. Look at this. Everyone just ignored the ball. 39-33. Yeah, I did, Mateo. Eagles are just throwing the season, aren't they? That's all that's going on. They're throwing it. Okay, quarter four, but this is awful. It may pick up, actually, to be fair, near the end. It's going to. Hopefully, it'll stay close, and then Roos win. We're back to the D's Tigers. Let's go, Demons.
Max Gore with a lateral kick, decides to go to the hot hand of Petty, who's been unbelievable. Here's Cozzy. Can he get his first goal? It's off the side of the boot.
Ozzy cannot get his first goal because that was awful.
28 touches for Jack Viney, 20 for Tim Taranto. Lead their respective teams.
3 and 30 seconds for Jack Viney. Terrific start to this last quarter.
Soldo up the front against Petty. Soldo out of mid-air. Salem read it nicely. Outmarks Bolton. 55 metres out. Half lead from Petty, now circles back.
No, Freddie, I did not enjoy the Swans game. I enjoyed the Swans game up to the start of the fourth quarter, and then it was, as I said, it was like watching the prelim final all over again.
Balta and Gawn. Balta couldn't quite get there.
Wow. 39-34 in the
Richmond well set.
In the Eagles game.
20 from goal, so he goes towards the pocket. Melksham on the half volley. Petrarca emerges, snaps, bends it back. Just misses. Petrarca
Yeah, thanks. Mateo says it all. We were absolutely killing it and then decided to give up.
He just reads that ball so well. How clean are his hands too, Nate Jones.
Yeah, it's surprising.
It's more, in games like that, it's more about the relief, isn't it? It's the relief after you do win. After just such a painful experience.
When he hits the ground, he's deadly.
Bolton, enormous launch. And now Noel Bolter.
Nah, we're on D's. Come on, D's.
But he's coughed it up to Rivers. Here come the D's again through. The avenue of Chandler.
Holds it up. Good work on the mark from Graham. So Rivers will go naturally to Langdon.
It's been a game of stoppages today. 16 goals from stoppage. A normal game is 10.
86-91.
Clean takeaways.
Yeah.
Lever.
Big ball into the 50 and out of play.
What's interesting though, Melbourne, Gawn is going out of their forward 50 stoppages. So they're not getting what would normally be, you know, Max Gawn type ruck service. So they're having to manufacture it because they want defensive stability and they want to give Gawn a rest.
Max sitting a kick behind the play. So there's Soldo as danger as mentioned, went up uncontested.
What the hell are you doing? It's uncontested and you push it away.
Harms off a step from 50. Young bodying work with Petty. It'll get to the back. First man that well done. Young comes in over the top. Does enough to shut Hunter down and force another stoppage.
This really is either way. It's just over 17 minutes left in this and I have no idea. Another behind. 86-92. 40-34 to Eagles now.
High ball towards buildup. And well done, Smith. Halves the contest, gets it to the line and keeps it in the front half for Melbourne. And there's that inside 50 count and the time in forward half. So far, it's been played on Melbourne's terms.
Yeah, that's absolutely what they're trying to do. You've touched on the Gawn structure. But they want to send it inside their forward 50 and keep it locked in there.
Max stripped of it. Taranto and Viney. Brayshaw pounce on him. Umpire hovers and says hold on the ball.
Yeah, we have got 45 votes and 53% have gone for Tigers.
So the D's can get a fifth inside 50 for the term. He steps Taranto.
Laying on.
Viney runs to 70. Harms set himself the fly and Flostone read it superbly.
Brilliant defensive mark. Releases it to Graham. Continues to run hard as Jack Graham. He's slightly miscued, but Coulthard, the second.
Tigers trying to work their way up the field. Not working though.
Slid over as he dragged it under. He's got a guilty look at his face, but no free kick.
That's actually a win for Richmond to be able to lock the ball up, centre wing, be able to reset. Stretches Melbourne's defence and creates opportunity now in more open field to get it inside their forward 50.
Good umpiring. It was Rivers who dragged that back under. Here's Roos. It's a half forward.
No.
Joel Smith through his hands.
Richmond could do with a goal, couldn't they? They could do with a goal. A goal would make it all square. The Richmond fans are not happy. They're not happy.
Your understanding? Well, from this, you know, to be honest, from what we were first briefed on at the start of the season, yeah, absolutely. It's a game of inches, but I think it's there. You've got opportunity to get rid of it beforehand.
Soldo down to Taranto. Floats a kick towards 50 and leaves.
Outplay. Outplay. A little bit of a lull. First 5 minutes of this quarter has been a little bit of a lull.
6 minutes gone, final term.
It's not really. It's still fast paced, but there's no real connections on the ball, and it certainly finished the third quarter stronger than it started the fourth.
Does it successfully. Martin couldn't take it, then somehow got it back. Graham fires a handball.
Richmond in. Oh. Okay, this has got to be made all square. This has got to be all square after this. Yeah, that's it. I don't think the intensity's dropped that much, but the quality, you know, receiving the ball and things, the quality's dropped.
Their ability to be able to flick the ball around inside and outside, and she's a wobbler, but he'll take it.
Camden McIntosh to lock things up once again.
Is it going to be 92-92? This is you can't miss this, surely. He does not miss that. 92-92. Wow. What a game.
McIntosh gets his second. And we are all square.
Nothing in it.
Once again, we see a team weather the early storm and respond. This time it's Richmond.
It is being played at very high intensity, though. So fair play to that.
May will always sit back. That's what he's trying to do.
Max gone beautifully down to Viney. Ran into Taranto. Looks like we've got an injured umpire.
Oh.
On our hands here. Lingy, what can you tell us?
Yeah, I just know.
Umpire's injured. Hope he's got a replacement for him.
Trainer just ran out and grabbed him and brought him off.
So, game of attrition for
Big ball.
Smith can bowl to keep it in.
No, has it stayed on?
Great position.
Stayed on.
With pure strength, athleticism and skill.
I assume that's gone in. 98-92. Possibly. They're going to check something, though.
I'd just like to check the initial contest on the line to see if
Yeah, did he keep it on? Did he keep it on the pitch?
umpire's call is a goal. Please confirm the ball didn't cross the line initially. Review underway.
Andrew, it's sort of changed. It's sort of changed. It was a bit of an awful game to start off with. We may go back after this, but this game's become quite good. That's the wrong angle for starters. That's the wrong... I think he kept it on. I think he kept it on. But how can you see past that post? I think it's a goal. There's no clear evidence to change... No clear evidence to change that. That is the wrong camera angle.
Ball remains in play at all times.
Yeah, it does.
Through for a goal. Decision on scoreboard.
Goal. Correct decision. Hi, Wendy. 98-92. This, if it ended like this, my score would be spot on.
Brilliant individual effort.
What is the ruling around a player hitting the point post with ball in hand? Doesn't matter?
It's a good question you asked, Danger. My instinct is if you got the ball in your hand and you touch the behind.
Yeah, stayed on.
It would be out of bounds, you would imagine. I'm not sure the score review actually checked that part of the equation. It's a goal, it's counted, we're back in the centre. So
What? What was your Pies question?
Great response from the Tigers.
You have to re-ask it, Wendy. I didn't see.
They're back in front.
I've unfortunately got to disagree with you guys upstairs there. I think even if he touches the point post, as long as the ball doesn't touch it, it's like if you run out of bounds in play and you kick the ball in play, I think that's all fine.
Jordan taken down by Taranto.
Wasn't an opinion, Cameron. Just asking for clarity around what the rule is.
He's a bit of a stickler, Lee, for the rules. This is real super strength, that.
I always say with a lot of love, Patrick.
So the problem was, Cal, it wasn't quite the right angle, really, because you had the big post pad in the way, plus you had the way his body was in the way. I think the other angle facing him was better.
And they might get it.
I asked if you watched them play on Friday night,
For goal number 5.
and it was that they lost. They did lose. That was a surprise as well. That was a surprise that Pies lost. Carlton have taken a very late surge, haven't they?
Enough of an effort or any of an effort to get rid of it.
So that's it, Harrison. Yep.
Blues are not the best, I'm sorry.
He's kicked 8-1 for the year.
Chesh.
Pressure kick.
Hi, Monica.
35 out.
I would say I can't translate on her. Oh, no, I can. Monica from Wrocław. They're back in the game. 98-98. What an absolute cracking finish this game is going to be.
Full for Harry. He's got
You can't blame me, Wendy. You can't blame me just for thinking Carlton are boring. No, I didn't watch it. I didn't actually watch the game. I was at work. I was at work, so nothing to do with me.
You've got a player that's on fire like Petty is at the moment. You have such confidence further up the field just to get the ball in there because you know he's dangerous. You know
who is going to break the 100 first? That is the question, right? 47-40 in the North Eagles game. Oh, funny bounce. Cozzy's got it. No, he hasn't. Holding. Or ball up. What's it going to be? Ball up.
Really good play there from Melksham.
Gone. All of his strength and experience on display. Pickett fighting hard the other way. Max scooped it up. Back to Rivers. Sends it goalward. Can Melksham mark?
Yeah, I think that was before. That was definitely inside. Are the D's going to break the 100 first?
Absolutely. Right leg in as well.
Don't ask, mate. Sean, I was about to say I misread what you put as well. There shouldn't be a massive because I'm watching on Watch AFL. They've broken the 100 first. Unbelievable. Wojciech is a Demons fan. That. Seriously? Are there Polish people that are fans of AFL? Surely not. My Poles are waking up.
They have absolutely found a brilliant dynamic. Jesus, good to watch. That's the ground ball you spoke of, just the big man's ability to ground ball.
Monica, I'm using Google Translate to translate. You can speak English. I'm sure it's not that bad. We don't mind. Honestly, we really don't mind. This is Aussie rules. Australian rules football. Richmond versus Melbourne Demons. What's my obsession with Polish people? You could ask what's my obsession with Australia as well. I love Poland. Been there been there a fair few times. It's an amazing place. Half time in the Eagles North game. No, how dare Axis? It is nothing like American football. It is not American football at all.
Taken down by Pickett. Drives towards the wing. Off the hands of the contest. Bolton, can he get away from McVie? Slick hands. Jack Ross steps. Handball inside. Pickett. Bolton looks for someone at 50. Gaul will get across.
11 minutes, 20 seconds left.
The longer the game goes, Danger, the more effective a player he is. Max Gawn, brilliant effort. Such great leadership and understanding, isn't it, of where his side needs him. It's huge capacity he's got.
He's an endurance animal, so his ability to be able to work himself into the game, he wants to take on that challenge one-on-one and grind you into the deck. Obviously, the ruck position is one of very few where you can just take on your opponent one-on-one, and he relishes that challenge.
He's one of the best ruckmen I've ever seen, Dustin Martin.
Dusty's decided, I'll take it into my own.
No, this is not American football. This is nothing like American football is absolutely awful. I don't know if there is a worse sport than American football. This is Aussie rules football.
We know what Martin's done. Viney 30, but Max Gawn. Wow.
Brayshaw. Gawn.
No, Andrea, no. North need to win. North need to win, just for my own tipping.
Back to the Noah Bolton point post issue. If a player contacts the post with the ball in possession, if the ball physically contacts the post, it's considered a throw in.
For starters, surely the commentators should know this as a law. Why would a player touching the post make any difference? It is clearly only when the ball touches the post. Axis, trust me, I'm English, so I know what football is. I know it's with a round ball, not what these Aussies call soccer. It is football. Hi, Roo boy. He did. He did. D's are pushing away. 12 points now. They are doing it now. But then he just shows his ability to get involved on the ground, and what a finish. Opposite foot. Wendy, how do you think I felt? And I had to have dinner afterwards. It's not soccer. We invented the sport. We've been through this. This is Aussie football, or footy, and my football is football.
The ovation of his life as he came to the MCC members to the bench. Gone out of the middle. Pickett, Neil Pullen, Melbourne looking to make their move. Pressure on the Tigers now.
Did I go to the 2020 grand final? I did.
Had to be tidy and was. Off to Banks. Baker in a one-on-one. McVee gets it to ground, but Baker keeps his feet. Needs some support. Will take the line. Throw it in.
And to be fair, I would say Polish people actually, they don't call it football. Technically in Polish it's leg ball. So no, it's football. We all know it's football except the Aussies and the Yanks. Hopefully, Roo boy. Yeah, hopefully Southampton will do well in the Championship and get back up into the Prem. Fingers crossed, anyway. No. Norwich are not going to finish ahead of Southampton this year. No chance. Oh, Jesus. The Richmond fans are so unhappy at the moment. And this is going to be 18 points. I think this is going to be game over. They score this. Cozzy score this. Cozzy scores this. It's game over, I reckon.
Pickett for his first goal of the afternoon, and that is a body blow. Tees have got it out to 18 points, and then all of a sudden the road back has got...
I don't think Richmond are going to win this now.
That's what you want from your small forwards, that pressure, ability to lock the ball in.
Hi, AVPS. Monarchy are making me translate.
Won't be forgiven by the Richmond fans. Absolutely not. 3-goal margin. Richmond found a way last week. Can they do it again?
That's a really weird statement to make, Monica. That's all I'm going to say. If anyone else wants to translate that, feel free.
Extra athleticism. He jumps over Max this time. Bolton with the clearance. Brayshaw with the smother.
Richmond are not getting back into this. 8.5 minutes left. Richmond surely are not getting back into this.
Nicely read by Broad. Young in the defensive square.
Going to try and spread Melbourne's defence now.
Jordan, well done. Couldn't quite control it though. Mansell backpedaling. Hoisted high.
I love that you Aussies tried chucking that. I love that you lot tried chucking that we called it soccer first. Where? Prove it to me. Prove it to me. You got to prove it to me, 'cause otherwise I'm not going to believe it. We invented the sport. We call it what we want. So that's all I'm going to say. It's just coming up to 9 o'clock in the morning.
Tidies it up, but then puts it out on the full. So we're inside 8 minutes. The Tigers trail by 3 goals.
I think you'll find Charlie will tell you I'm always right. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, North are going to win that game. North are going to win the other game today.
And that's where the kick goes down the line. Pickett. Jordan McVie, they're going to go back through Langdon. Nick Lostone in the right spot again. And the Tigers now will get
98, 116. I think the rule of the made-up rule of whoever gets to 100 first is going to win the game is going to be true. Richmond have bottled it, haven't they? I am neither falling. I don't think that's actually true, Nanya. I don't think that's actually true.
That delay was really important. And those clearance numbers tell the story of the final term. Melbourne getting on top on the inside. Soldo tries to wrestle his way free of Viney, who takes him to the deck.
I feel like a piece of meat sometimes, Video Crime Spree. Oh, now everyone's speaking in Polish. Good job I got Google Translate. Wojciech from Wrocław.
So I wouldn't have thought it'd be the spoil forward for Max, because Melbourne have got Richmond have got defence back there.
Instead, he'll take it from the ruck himself.
Ooh. Oh, Cozzy! Oh, no, only one. I suppose it puts it to 4 goals now they need.
Such a powerful tactic from Max Gawn, isn't it? To just grab it out of the ruck and single-handedly win the clearance up to 20.
Just wish I had Max Gawn on for Swans. I really do wish Max Gawn played for the Sydney.
Half in particular has just been out of this world. Ross with a really important mark.
You can really see what they're trying to do all quarter. They just try and take territory, pin you in their forward half. Richmond on the flip side need to be really bold.
And they are bold here. Soldo. It was just a bit too tall. Martin, brilliant.
6 minutes. Just over 6 minutes. And Christ, Richmond just cannot keep the ball in their hands. Cannot. They just keep fumbling the ball. Sorry, from Ruda Slauska. Hopefully I said that right. Ruda Slauska.
Controlled the stoppages, controlled the territory. Petrarca can drill it low. Can he get it over the top? He can.
I don't think it's true, Cal. I just don't think that's true. GG, guys. GG. GG.
This is a tough lesson to learn for Sam Banks, but it was the wrong call to press up.
Thanks, Moonlight. I've got a real collection of things. I just realised my lights aren't on.
For his second of the final term.
Let's turn those back lights on.
It's a long way back for Richmond.
Game over. Game, set, match.
Tigers got their noses in front.
Here's how it happened, how those players were able to get free. You mentioned it, Sam Banks was there on Petrarca. He then goes forward.
See, I'm learning, Wojciech. I am learning, mate.
To press forward, but he's still got to do it at the right time. Left Petrarca out the back in space, and then Cozzy Pickett was able to get goal side. Just came at the wrong time.
Sure, I turn that on. Okay, Google. Turn office lights on.
Great play by the D's. Nice finish by Pickett.
Richmond kicked a couple to get their noses in front, and Melbourne have kicked the last 5.
What's with my lights? Hang on. Don't know what's going on.
To strangle Richmond inside their forward half with time in forward half, wins at stoppage, and it's been a clinical performance. This is Melbourne at their best.
Turn it on.
25-point margin, Taranto and Salem. It's a big one-on-one win over the top of Bolton. And
I don't know why the cabinet's not turning on. Oh, you're doing okay. Samantha, you're doing all right then for this tip. Yes, I do always wear the shoes. I do wear them.
Hunter towards the pocket. Petty. Hopper. Taranto. Ross. Young. Smith in good position. Both teams have set up really well behind the ball today. Despite that, we've seen 34 goals kicked, which is something about
a lot of goals. Yeah, a lot of goals. 15 for Tigers, 19 for the D's. I wish I went for the D's to win now, though.
I didn't see control all the way. Max, Ivan.
4 minutes left. It is a D's victory. That's good. As I said, that's good for this is a good result for Swans. That's all I'm going to say here.
Grimes and now Rioli. They're going to clear this one through the avenue of Banks. Nicely done, Marlon Pickett. Can they ask another question? The Tigers, relentless pressure from Melbourne. Hunter scoops it up. Well done, Joel.
Oh, ouch.
Acrobatic performance.
That was definitely high contact.
Drawing a free kick, Joel Smith. Well, you feel Jonesy stays healthy. He's got a role to play for Melbourne as they head to the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see the change they've made today with Tomlinson.
Yeah, and Pat, that game next week, Swans versus Giants. I'm a little bit nervous about that one. I hope Swans will win, but I really don't know. We need to win, obviously. Really need to win. All they need to do now, D's, is keep the ball. And even if they don't keep the ball, they'll be fine. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did, Wendy. Honestly, nothing to do with me.
Ross, Taranto, Coulthard, Graham, and now Pickett. But he'll look up and see Melbourne defenders setting up. Martin will be denied access to the ball from May.
The Giants are on a roll. I said that there's a few teams. Carlton on a roll, GWS on a roll, but well, Port were on a roll. Collingwood were on a roll. Rolls come to an end. Form dies. And hopefully that's what's going to happen next week for the Giants. Okay, Wendy. Well, you know, what can I say? I just picked the better team. Cozzy. You might as well go for the goal. Oh, fantastic work. Obviously, Cozzy was going for the goal, but fantastic work by Max Gawn to keep going forward. Not just rely on him scoring the goal. Fair play. Honestly, give it up, Matteo. Give it up, mate. Tigers fans are off. They've had enough. No. 98-124.
He's had 13 possessions and 7 clearances in the final quarter alone. It has been a stellar performance. He's put the team on his back. Through the hands of Martin. Hopper. Past Prestia. Petrarca. Neil Bullen tries to spin away from Martin. Handball misses Gawn, who tracks it again. It's flipped up in the Ross direction, taken by Hunter. He's wrapped up by Graham.
If you need any more affirmation around his impact around the ball, Gawn's had 7 clearances and Richmond have had 6 this quarter.
Incredible. Martin, Graham,
Fantastic quarter, though, isn't it? Really incredible quarter for the D's.
From the blind side. Put the pressure on, force the turnover. D's will go back the other way through McPhee. Now to Hunter. He's got an option short. And he'll use Petrarca, who can go back.
Petrarca could have just played on and got a fairly simple go. Oh, another umpire's down. What is it with these umpires? 30 seconds left. What's the most important position? The most, well, it's I don't think there is a most important position. Either small forward or defender. There you go.
It's a credit to them. It's great signs for the Melbourne Footy Club leading into the back end of the year.
Hey, Wendy, I've got my visa. I've got my visa. I'm disgusted by the price of domestic flights, but I've got my visa.
Melbourne take another step towards the double chance. They've won 4 in a row. And land a body blow on Richmond's finals aspirations. Here's a look at the live ladder. Melbourne just...
Live ladder. Sydney are in 10th at the moment. Richmond do not have a very good goal percentage. That's the only plus for Swans there. Well, that's a plus for Swans. 2 points behind. That's a great result. And actually, Geelong losing is a fantastic result for us. Bulldogs losing. This is a good week for Swans. This is a really, really good week for Swans.
Max Gawn again, brilliantly done. But the free kick has been paid and the siren will sound.
GG, and then we'll go back over to the other game. Game over. Right, there we go. Let's go back, shall we? Then I'll change all the stuff. I do need a wee. Hey, Wojciech, I'm back with Eagles. Eagles back on. I'm going to have to change all the stuff back now, though. Okay, hang on. We're on for another hour. Let me change all the words and stuff.
He's made some real progression, Bailey Williams, this season, being given that responsibility and once again busts out the front of the pack. He'll get another shot at it here against Goldie. He's up against a master craft of ruck technique, but this lad, I love how he keeps scrapping and just boring in for the ball.
We don't need that anymore.
Boundary line throwing or the throw up has been completed.
Todd Goldstein equaling
2 seconds, everyone.
311 games, third all time for the Kangaroos today.
Everything is going to change back to the Eagles. Because actually, it's ended up being a fairly... Hopefully, it'll end up being a close game.
West Coast running in away. Petruccelli sold into trouble. Overcooked the handball there for Cripps. McDonald tried to take them on. He's taken a ground.
That's on the ball.
It's not Dermot, it's a ball up.
He took him on. He tucked it under his arm. Watch this. That's a good tackle.
What's going on? What's going on my hair?
Tucked it under his arm and took the tackler on.
No idea.
But a ball up it was, and we might get another one here as Thomas is...
Yeah, whatever.
Taken down.
That's that changed.
The Eagles are up for a big physical fight here. Anything to go by?
Kangaroos have got some stern words at quarter time. Expect West Coast might have got something similar at the half to try to spark them back. Allen, good fist away by Mackay. There was some holding going on, and Allen will get the free kick.
Beauty of playing in front and being first with the ball, isn't it? Just last kick was whipped in, really, almost like a cross, wasn't it? And Oscar Allen was there, already kicked the 2 goals. Just got his body in the way, and meant that Mackay had to grab an arm. Umpire was right there to see it.
The spoil was with the right fist. You'd think that a hold might happen.
So I'm just changing the
Must have held the left arm around it.
changing the logo, the thumbnail on that back.
19 matches now this season. Oscar Allen, and that is a rare miss for him. I was about to say he's kicked 25 goals too since round 7. And a miss there for Allen. Larky, experienced nudge there from Hearn. Then Thomas shrugged off the tackle. Scott.
I think this may be a bit of a chat. A chat hour, to be fair. unless they actually start doing something, both the teams. We will see.
Flicked out to Cripps. Back for Kelly. The little step got past Sheasel. The inside 50 entry. Long knocked it.
Right, we're back. Back with Eagles versus North. Everything's changed.
Pile in on top. And we're going to ball up.
This looks better from West Coast, doesn't it? They've regrouped at half.
Okay, done.
Discussions, particularly around the stoppage, which was a huge issue.
Ah, don't. It's a mess. It's a mess. Charlie's been cutting my hair rather than myself.
It's out of play. Boundary thrown will stay deep inside 50 for the Eagles.
Saw this early in the first quarter, didn't we, where the Eagles' pressure is up, they're able to win the ball.
You want back the Eagles versus... Okay, I'll do the...
Do some repeat entries.
Who will win?
Extreme pressure.
They've been under pressure at ground.
Eagles. Kangaroos. Get your votes in.
They don't have small defenders capable of
There you go. Pull back up.
Goldstein clearly in the ruck. Sheed to Hewitt. From the pocket, he tried to go with the inside-out kick. Just hit it near side. He's capable of producing it, though.
Well, we're back. So, surprisingly, it's actually... Well, no, it's not surprisingly, because I thought it would be a close game. North are 9 points behind. 3 minutes gone in the third quarter. This is where I'm losing people. I am losing people.
I was just going to say with Hero, I don't mind the confidence to take it on. I'm not sure the coach would like it. Maybe top of the square next time, please, Elijah.
What's
the high contact?
Just the left arm, I reckon the inside of Chess's elbow.
Petrocelli caught holding the ball.
Where's Dan come from?
Thomas to Sheasel.
Oh, Dan's there.
Got the Rising Star nomination in round one after a great impressive performance against the Eagles.
Right, get those votes in. Who is going to win now? 15 votes already. Eagles versus Roos. Who is going to win? The problem is, I don't think anything changes in the terms of the league table either. Quick toilet break, as I didn't get a half-time break. Hold on.
Simpkin, Davies Uniac, Edwards, Hewitt, scrubs a kick to half-back. McDonald's, buried into the turf by Darling.
He fell on top of him. If you got the ball under you, I broke my ribs doing that once. Perhaps somebody fell on me and think, oh, get a free kick for this. Broken ribs.
Nasty.
Yeah, that hurts.
But Anthony Jones, a teammate of mine, a long time ago, did exactly the same. Punctured a lung from falling on the ball.
He can actually... Yeah. It's the ball that actually breaks, breaks the rib. I don't know why I'm laughing either.
Good in hindsight.
Yeah. Sort of. A little bit of control here for North Melbourne now.
Davies Uniac for Young.
Didn't come off the mark. Last kick was a very well spotted up one. Oh, Candy.
And he'll just step around and drive it a little longer in towards Larkey. Cole just judged it nicely.
Shannon Hearn using all that experience then. He's not going to outreach Larkey, so it has to be body on body. Unsettle him away from the drop of the footy.
Darling was there and fisted away, out of play again.
And from behind Derm as well. I mentioned in the second quarter, when Shannon Hearn has that back position, we haven't seen Larkey being able to impact it. You can see him here staying right on the back shoulder, bang. Yep.
Yeah.
It's good play.
Williams, Cripps went through, Turner. Hit it away, Phillips again. The pressure from West Coast seems to have been re-energised at half-time. Cripps taking them on, just got his boot to it, and Allen marks at the 50. He's got Marrick on long. He's searching for an option.
Oh look, I've been away and nothing has happened. That is exactly what I thought.
I like the fact that Cripps was willing to wait until he could get Allen in the right position.
Well, thank you once again for everyone joining me. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button down below. I hope everyone, while not a lot is happening, even though there is a mark. Hang on, let's see. Is he going to score? No. Ooh. Look, that looked like a nasty landing. Yeah, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. You lit your fire. It's not that cold in Australia. Christ, I know it's coming to the end of winter now, but it's not that cold.
They're up for the fight, West Coast. Their tackle pressure in this third term has been elite.
Hearn again, just out positioning the bigger body of Larkey.
Just works him forward under the footy.
Have I got much planned? No, I think me and Charlie were going to go for dinner and go to the cinema later. But that's about it, really.
High ball. Hearn with the spoil. Just got enough reach.
Wendy, that's all right with me. That's about what we have at the moment.
Important intercepts. West Coast again winning that territory battle.
It's well worked.
Our weather's been all like here in England. Our weather has been awful for the last like 2-3 weeks now.
Keep it moving. And a nice sidestep as well. Both teams taking it on.
Well, hi Ellie. We really need a better ruckman. We do need a decent ruckman. I think that's a position we struggle with. We do struggle with, and so ruck. I would say a ruck should be a high priority for us.
Really a talented player, but he played that like an under 18. Then he might be better off getting.
10 points in it. Hi, Truly System. I did, Ellie. I did a live watch along yesterday, and it was difficult. It was very, very difficult to watch at the end. We had such a bloody lead. We had such a good lead, and as I said, we can't lose this, and we almost did. We held on, luckily, in the end, but that was difficult yesterday. Well, Mandy, to be fair, we actually watched the first 5 minutes of this and then went over to Richmond versus D's, which was mostly a lot better. And then we'd literally just come back to this after the half time. So
if we go back to the wing, if Hansen Jr. tracks the line of the Eagles player here, he nails the tackle. See,
I don't know. I don't know about Buddy, to be honest. Sometimes, like when I watched him last week, he was incredible last week. This week he got injured, but I really don't know. It's a difficult one to call.
Quick call. The old veteran, he knows exactly what.
16 in it now.
Because he's done it so many times.
West Coast pushing ahead.
Goal in each of his last 7 games now, Jack Darling. West Coast back out by 16.
But he's not young, is he? He's not young, buddy. I would say the only thing in regards to Buddy is that in the position he plays, he doesn't really have to do a lot of running, does he? He doesn't have to do a lot of running, but those short sprints are going to be a little bit... Yeah, those short sprints are going to be a little bit tougher for him. There's a goal. There is a goal. 62-40. 22 points now.
Inside 25 for the Eagles. They have struggled to cover that ground ball deep inside their back line. Out of the middle.
Ellie, Rob, I've been calling the Sydney Swans staff to tell the staff who the Sydney Swans need to get this shit. I said I think a ruckman is very important, and actually I think the midfield. I think we need a more. We need more sort of midfielders with sort of a bulldog type character. You know, ruthless. What can I say, KO? What can I say? Cutting technology I've got. Cutting edge technology. To be fair though, Ellie, I think Sydney need to get me in as their new manager. To be fair, I would think I'd do a better job.
Got the fingertips to it with desperation. Cole shrugged off Thomas.
Do you want? Well, to be fair, I do have 900 meg internet. Should we see what speed I'm getting at the moment? I probably have better internet than most of the Aussies, to be fair.
Underneath it, here's Gaff, and just carries it out of play.
So it's a stoppage here, and we talked about it, didn't we? The dominance in the first half from the Roos, plus 19 they were. 19 more clearances, and they were just scoring so easily from stoppage. Well, Adam Simpson and his coaches have gone to work at half-time.
Hey, Dan, honestly, AFL pisses all over American gridiron. Can't even call it football, can we? I don't think we should ever call American football football. I'm on 907 meg at the moment, megabytes per second, with about 90 upload. Not too bad. Hawthorne Hawk. I do have AFL 23. It's just not very good. And I struggle to play anyone online because... So this is the problem. Yeah, this is the problem. I've got AFL 23. But when I try and play online against any Australian, your internet is so bad. And there's so much lag that it's unplayable. There's me with my decent internet and the Aussies with whatever crap they've got. And it's awful. So, yeah. England doing okay, aren't they? I think England are doing pretty well. So if England win this, we take the moral victory and we take home the Ashes, really.
This one, don't they, the Kangaroos? Because it has been a quarter that the Eagles have really been dominant in. Just need to settle the nerves or just get them back in this game. This is such an important kick for Taylor.
Ellie, I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will at some point. I'm sure we will. Nanya, come on. Poor etiquette. Poor etiquette in the second test. I'm not even a cricket fan. I don't really care. But poor etiquette, that's all I'm going to say. Poor etiquette. But that's typical Aussies, isn't it? Typical Aussies. No etiquette. There is us English with pristine etiquette. We do everything by the book, everything properly. The Aussies come in. Yeah. And the fact that it was called a draw. The fact that the fourth test was a draw. What a load of nonsense. What a load of nonsense.
Clever little player, isn't he?
Yep. They love him, Derm. They absolutely love him at West Coast. Rate him very, very highly, even though he was taken pretty late in that draft.
This boy looks proper young for West Coast. Like, proper young. Noah Long. He looks like he's only about 16.
I don't even know what to say. The kick from Long goes to the...
Funny, no, honestly, I couldn't care less, to be honest. I really couldn't care less. If it allows me to have a little bit of banter with the Aussies, I really just don't care about the cricket. I said I really enjoyed watching the Big Bash. I really enjoyed watching it, but the test stuff, God, that's boring. I could not do it.
Question now, isn't it, for the Kangaroos? Can they get their stoppage game going again? Got LDU there, and a couple other players just not quite impacting as much as they'd like.
Good jump by Jack Williams then.
He's an athlete.
Yeah.
Can't just rely on that man on screen. Josh Simpkin.
Well, Dan, you should follow Sydney Swans, mate. Sydney Swans.
Sherry just smashes it back to the boundary.
Mainly because I follow Sydney Swans.
On the bench, boys. He's just come back on the ground. He's had 10 tackles. He came to the bench a couple of minutes ago absolutely exhausted. He's gone to another level as a senior player in this West Coast side.
Fifth game back since his injury, Jamie Cripps.
Yeah, his tackling's been awesome today.
He's hit the scoreboard today with a couple of goals as it's knocked straight back to the boundary line again.
There's no, the crowd are appealing for a free, but it's not deliberate.
Well, the Eagles players are appealing as well.
You can keep knocking it all the way around.
As long as you don't hit it on the full, you're okay.
Correct.
10 tackles.
This game is so boring.
And they've been punished.
This game is so boring.
Sherry. Over the top, Kelly, Gaff. Working in a tight space. There was a late push, so it'll be a free kick.
It certainly is. There certainly is the reason why these two teams are bottom of the league, right?
That ball dropped. It was a 2-on-1 in favour of the Eagles. So watch the push after.
Gaff, 30 disposals last week. First time in 11 matches. Been down on his numbers this year. Jack Williams presents. It's a great mark on the burst. Allen on the lead. Mackay, terrific. No, couldn't
Little
hold on to the mark.
shoulder to shoulder bump there.
Looked like Mackay had swallowed it. And then a throw is paid, so it'll come back to the Kangaroos.
Once again, though, they get the first crumb inside forward 25 from a spoil there. Don't get the shot away, but it's danger every time it hits the...
I still don't know how the hell Fremantle beat Geelong twice. And Swans have only managed to draw, which we should have at least won one. Some of the results have been mad. Some of the results really have just been mad.
Free kick. The interchange was trying to be affected by the North Melbourne player, and he couldn't come on because he would have entered the protected zone had he run onto the field.
To bide his time.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a look at a stoppage here. So it looks like...
The thing is, though, so this always makes me laugh, right? This makes me laugh. When you Aussies are like, oh, football's boring, and then we're watching this. We're watching this. You know, football games can be boring, just like Aussie rules football can be boring. Some games can also be absolute crackers, like AFL can be crackers. That's all, you know.
It's been the real shift in the game. There's no question of that. They've been able to win the ball
So, Matthew,
as well.
where's the North Melbourne counterpart? Where's he loitering?
Just sitting off the back of the stoppage at this point in time, and now he's actually behind.
See you later, Truly system. Even the commentators sound bored in this one.
Taking care of Williams.
Strong mark to Darling. One of his best games of the
There is absolutely no... The commentators are like literally so monotone. It's unbelievable.
To ground. Sheasel's kick will just wobble and waft its way out of bounds on the full.
Let this game hurry up and end so we can get on with the rest of our day.
Coming up for the Eagles. Allen's down there in the goal square. He leads into the pocket. Kick goes in that direction. Off hands, Young tackled strongly.
It was well done by
Yeah, there is, and I'm amazed how many people are actually in the stadium. And they keep doing this. They keep doing this where facing away from the cameras always seems to be the emptiest part of the stadium, and behind the stadium is always the busiest.
Go for the left foot check side earlier, Derm, and we celebrated the confidence. Have a look at how explosive.
Don't know what we're doing with our life. I don't know what we're doing with our lives here, guys.
10-year-old, and he explodes out of this stoppage.
69, 40. West Coast are pushing ahead.
He's got some confidence about him, and he enjoyed that one, didn't he? Had a pretty good day. 17 disposals, number of handballs, but
I just like Freo when they win for their song, because they've got a good song.
And there's Jack Siebel, sucked into the action for the Kangaroos, announced his retirement during the week. He gets AFL Life membership today with his 277th game and 23 pre-season matches as well. There's a tackle from Duggan. Away to Goldstein. Kangaroos need a response.
Oh.
Out the back.
No, good tackle. Cracking tackle. Really good tackle that was.
That is great defence. That is really clawing onto your opponent, making sure. Watch this. There's 2 tackles here.
Frio's got a great song. Can't remember it. I've got the first bit in my head and I can't remember the rest of it, but it is a good song. Best song in the league. I have no idea, Ellies. I have no idea. Frio. That's all I got in my head. I just know it's a good song, but that is all I've got in my head.
Kelly. His kick goes wide. Jack Zeeble. His first year was actually Adam Simpson's last at the Kangaroos. Now Eagles coach. And took over Adam Simpson's number as well once Simpson retired in 2009. Spoke nicely about him during the week.
Come on, North. I need some more points. It's been a disaster of a week. He ain't going to go for a goal, surely. He ain't going to go for a goal. Look at this, lacking confidence. That's what they got, lacking confidence.
Kind of think, will he spend time in the middle when he comes on? Maybe off the half-back line, somewhere it's running through the middle, but he is exclusively...
Falling, I did a video on this. I did a video on this. You have to go back and watch it. I ranked them all. That's not a nudge, that was a shove. You can't shove players, surely. No rhyme or reason. Come on, North. Come on, North. Bring it back for the last quarter. Whoa, sit down. Sit down. Good challenge. Fremantle's my favourite, I reckon. Fremantle's my favourite. And there was another one, but I can't remember. Was it West Coast that was pretty good? Sydney Swans is alright. Yeah, Sydney Swans is alright. I've learned most of it.
Kangaroos have flooded back. Hoff will just kick in Hope. The high ball into the pocket. Fixed it to the front. Boundary line looming.
I can't remember what I said on the video, but I know Suns was alright, wasn't it? Aussie TV. Yeah, I'm sure the Suns was okay. It's the 2 that have the rock music, which was Fremantle and, yeah, was it Gold Coast Suns that have the rock version? North need to pull their fingers out now. They need to pull their fingers out.
Lost the handle on the footy and almost paid dearly for it.
21 disposals now for Tim Kelly. Margin up to 30. As it was
30-point difference.
The Kangaroos made their comeback.
Williams.
With a rip jumper and all.
I think this is game over.
I was trying to say, can I take 30 seconds to have a shot? No, we're not buying that one. Sorry, Bailey.
Gonna go for distance. Into the pocket. Bodies bash and crash. And long taken to ground.
Even that one there.
I don't know how I'm like. We gotta. Can we get some like questions and stuff in the chat, because I'm literally struggling, just struggling with this game. I thought at half time it looked like, oh, maybe the game's hotting up. No, it is not. This is why both teams are bottom. They are absolutely crap. I am KO, yeah. I am at the club, so we're both moving clubs at the end of the year because of crap that's gone on. Been quite a difficult year, but I'm in the semi-final of the men's singles at the club, semi-final of the handicap, semi-final of the married couples. Doing okay. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Cal. Cal, have you just looked that up? Dockers and Sons number 1. GWS and Sydney number 2. There you go. I said they're not. The thing is, I've been saying this every week with North. At least North most weeks have been quite plucky. Yeah, they've tried, but
And wide gaff in the fingertips.
who has the best? No, KO. I stopped. I stopped at the end of the season just gone. I'm fed up with it. Fed up with the abuse and basically crap. So no, I'm not refereeing anymore. Falling. We're coming back in September. I'm really peed off though because the grand final is the week later this year, and it's sort of messed up a few plans, which is a bit annoying. Best looking top. Hi Shane. Best looking top. Sydney's got to be one of the best, right? Sydney's got to be one of the best. Yeah, I'm going to say Sydney. Not just because I'm a Sydney fan. I think it's got to be one of the best. Well, yeah, make sure you save yourself some. You want to see Leany? Lena? Lena, come. What's this?
Do they have a 3-6 the Eagles this quarter to 0?
Here you go. Here's the doggo.
He's getting away from them.
This game's boring, Lena. It is really, really boring. Oh. North coaches have decided to come down. Have you had enough? I think you've had enough, haven't you? Or have you? What have you been eating? Oh, your mouth's all slimy. Roast dog. Ugh. What have you been eating? Just eating your dinner? Breakfast, should I say? She's about 8. About 8, something like that. Don't really keep track.
And it's certainly helped their clearance numbers, so
I don't know if I can do this last quarter, guys. I really don't know if I can do this last quarter. I am so bored with this game.
shots a goal, so it's worked. The question is how to
So bored with this game.
They're also plus 18 around the ground for contested possession, so they've had a big dig.
I don't know how any... Like, how are so many people in this stadium watching this pile of crap? Don't get it.
Hearns used all that guile and experience to just keep working the much taller
I just...
under the true drop of the footy.
Strength in the quads helping him.
It's just crap, right? We can all agree. We can all agree this game is utter crap. And I'm so bored.
Well done. They're just choking it here. This ball has not moved for the last 40 seconds.
I don't know what to do with myself. I really don't know what to do with myself.
Cherry and Kelly spinning. Still time left. If Cripps can move it quickly, I need a mark inside.
Andrea, this is not a good game. This is not a good game. You've got... No. You cannot tell me this has been a good game.
1 quarter to go, and they have a 31-point lead. Which side knows how to win? Which side knows how to...
Shane, my tipping is awful, mate. Guy's ripped his shirt. He needs a new one.
The Eagles lead it by 31.
Dum 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 dum. No, the compass. Dan, both these teams are awful, mate. Both bottom and second from bottom.
Set to bring the pain, to silence the haters, and leave one victorious. Like it or not, this is the most explosive fight of the year. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz. Ready for war.
Don't know what to do with myself. Mate, I'm tempted, Cal. I'm tempted.
What did you do on the weekend?
He'll say,
Just... This is just the worst.
is hanging out with your favourite people every week nothing special? Are these crispy, fluffy, perfectly seasoned McCain pub-style chips nothing special, Simon? Because it all feels pretty special to me.
Alright, I'm going to take another toilet break and get a snack. That might help me get through this last half an hour. I'll be back in a second. Entertain yourselves, because the football will not entertain you. Actually, the adverts may be more entertaining. Yeah, the adverts might be more entertaining than the actual game. So, we're back shortly.
There's a word for when 100% Aussie Angus beef meets fresh, crunchy lettuce, onion, and juicy tomato. Classic. The classic Angus at Macca's.
If you want to run stronger,
jump higher,
move faster,
hit harder, and kick further tomorrow. You need INC today.
INC Sports Nutrition is banned substance tested
and Informed Sport certified.
INC Sports Nutrition,
Powering tomorrow today.
You know, you can sort out your Toyota insurance here too.
Oh. What's the step?
I don't think it's going to fit in there.
Yeah, I know. So I booked the van at Kinto.
Oh.
Return to wheels, respective driver's format, and retention. Replace the engine oil and the engine oil filter. All covered in cap prices.
Oh.
There are oh so many reasons to choose Toyota. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Can Chiefs still score from here? You sure can. Score points with McDelivery now on the My Macca's app.
Do you dip your fries in your sundae?
What? Value means more at Macca's.
This program brought to you by Toyota and National Tree Day. Oh, what a feeling. Telstra, there's no such thing as too much.
Right, I'm having some chocolate. I'm having some chocolate at 9:45 in the morning.
Always get a hot finish to the footy with Macca's Winter Pie Range. And Harvey Norman.
It's so funny that it's called Menu Log in Australia.
West Coast Eagles have set up a 31-point lead as we turn for home. They kept North Melbourne scoreless in that term, and it is looking good for the home team. But can North Melbourne fight back again? They got back from 30 points in the second quarter. It will take a huge effort from here. Let's get down to Will Schofield on the boundary.
If we remember at half-time, perhaps
Just eat.
19 clearance differential, which was the most ever by the AFL in an AFL game this year by any team. Well, West Coast have turned this around.
Even this bloke talking now sounds bored.
And have a look at this one from Elijah Hewitt. That's the sort of clearances you want.
Just eat.
Stoppage as well. So there's a bit of talent here, but it's a bit of system and structure. I expect North Melbourne to change it around as we go into this last quarter.
Yeah, really important move they made
Okay.
at half-time. The Eagles.
North are going to have a huge final quarter. They are back in this game, I reckon.
They were just immense. 12 more tackles they had in the quarter. 12 more tackles they've had this game. And it's that type of attitude and pressure. Yeah, structure helps, but just sometimes getting in there and getting it done physically. Ellie Yo, good to see him back and doing well. But and that was the real shift about sort of the start of that third term. We started to think about, well, where's the spark going to come from?
I know it's North. I know it's still North and they are second from bottom. Just imagine losing to West Coast.
Been amazing too, hasn't he, with those tackles. Tim Kelly, 23 possessions. He's only had 7 cheapies. He had 10 contested possessions in that third quarter and 4 clearances. A huge effort.
Final quarter underway. Can the Kangaroos fight their way back into it? West Coast desperate, diving on the footy.
I just get the feeling here that North Melbourne are really going to close this gap. So it'll be back onto the...
Wendy, I would say they're more... The Cheezels are more crackers than biscuits.
Jordan Hunt knocked it away. Kelly, he's good, isn't he? Back to win it. And then hit a target too. Cripps, the link man. Spears the ball in towards Darling. It was almost perfect. A fingertip from Core. Jack Williams. Kept the cool head, centered it back, and shared with Hewitt.
He's got to be another one for West Coast.
The young lad would have thought, well, we get set shots like this across the body from this area. Why can't I do it now? Well, look at Jack Darling, though. Just make sure that Ziegel doesn't get to him too quickly. A little bit of a mini shepherd on him. Gives him enough time to have a full 1 second thought about what I'm going to do with this.
Elijah Hewitt. Ooh, these run-ups are too long. Ooh. Was that in? No. That's embarrassing. I don't know. Well, I think they're about the same to us. I like both those shapes, both the same.
He's kicked it to Hearn's advantage.
Direction it goes to. It just sat up too much.
Yeah, look
ahead of Lucky.
The pizza ones have sort of a nice herby flavour about them.
So I can outreach him out in front. Don't give him the first dibs on it by putting it over my head to his advantage.
Williams. Point of Goldstein. Hewitt. Shoulder to shoulder, just trying to rip it away. Taylor. Davies Uniac. Thomas.
Just don't. No, this is awful.
Driving ball, but only as far as Yo.
So Scott's done a good job a couple of times in stoppages. Jamie Cripps has gone up inside the stoppages we've identified, and Scott's been the one that's just sat off the back and impacted. Unfortunately, though, both kicks going forward have been turned over.
Chesser. Williams had the mismatch but dropped the mark a few seconds ago. Duggan. Chesser again. Great. Now Petricelli. Good kick on the 45, just opening the game up. And Petricelli will drive it in long for Allen to...
Almost smart for West Coast. That is all I've got for you.
Didn't panic.
Used his experience.
See, that Chesser kick was fantastic. Getting it back in on the 45.
Sinking not quite enough there for Ford. Kelly. Jaden Hunt on the run, arcing around, trying to slip the handball through. He follows up again. Ford
might have thrown it. Yeah.
Shane, what sort of thing is that to ask, eh?
Now they've got one out here, the Roos. Stevenson. Hasn't seen a lot of it today. He takes off with a run and a couple of bounces.
KO asks, Fruit Chalk's your favourite Aussie snack still? Yeah. Has to be the white chocolate raspberry. What's your favourite tea? PG tips. None of this Lipton's. Ugh. Lipton's is nasty.
Keep you up to date. It's Larky. Lines it up. Important kick. And that one, he pokes through.
North are back in the game, team. North are back in the game. 72-46. There we go. There's a bit of excitement for you. It's just over 16 minutes to get a few goals back for North.
Drawn up. So he goes to the lead-up player. I think it might have been Taylor that he was on.
I don't think I've ever had oolong. I don't think I've ever had oolong tea. Has to be a tea. I like Rooey Boss. Rooey Boss is alright. See, this is how ridiculous it is. We're talking about what's our favourite cup of tea. I said, as long as it's not Lipton's. Ugh. 26, that's alright. North have got this. North are going to win this, yeah. North, as Christopher says, North are going to win this by 40. Don't know how they're going to win it by 40, but 1 goal per minute, as we say. 1 goal per minute. It's a little bit of sarcasm if you haven't already realised. KO, coffee's vile. Ugh. Coffee's vile. Oh, coffee in Melbourne's the best. Get a grip. Coffee all tastes the same. I'm sure coffee in Ecuador tastes better than coffee in Melbourne. Yeah, I said it. Chris, well, you've missed a little bit. You've not missed anything in this actual game here. Hi, Gabriel. There we go, look, people are joining us. We did end up watching the second half of the D's versus Tigers game. And then we're back to this for this absolute embarrassment of a game.
They go back inside. Stevenson the nudge, but Williams.
He's played a really good game. I know Goldie's been really good in the ruck, in the actual craft of ruck work. But this young man has had a ripping outing this afternoon.
He's had a good year, really good year.
That's like the third time I've heard the word ripping or ripper this weekend.
Performance. Here's Taylor. Back inside 50. Stevenson certainly had enough of it.
They're coming now.
Ayo, you kidding yourself, mate. You are kidding yourself. If you think coffee tastes different anywhere you go, you're wrong. And if you think it's better in Melbourne, why would it be better in Melbourne than anywhere else? Come on, Jaden. Plus your name's spelt stupidly. Why is his name spelt like someone's dyslexic? To be fair, Shane, I have been saying, KO, it doesn't, mate. It might have slight changes, but it's not better in Melbourne than anywhere else. Yeah, I probably should let her do the tips next week, shouldn't I? She'll do a better job than me. Oh, it just got speared. There you go, game's hotting up.
Stands up again. Now Duggan. Floating footy inside 50. Zeeble taking it on. Let's slip high. No.
If you're a coffee connoisseur, I'm a cider connoisseur then. Don't you just love that?
Normally a corky or something to the thigh, but Tom Cole, just going back to him, he's underrated player for West Coast, really important. His run today, as well as his defence.
Underrated player for West Coast. They're bottom of the league, mate. I don't think any of the players are underrated. Overrated, if anything. I was watching the Swans game, Twitch. Told you they're back in this. North are back in this. I do not watch American football because it is utter crap, John. It is awful. It's not even a sport, is it?
He wouldn't be at the first of my list if I was a North Melbourne supporter to have a set shot from here, though.
You can't miss from here.
Should make it. He's a league footballer.
Already kicked one today.
Good lad.
You can't miss that one. You can't miss that one. Nothing to do with me, Gabriel. Nothing to do with me. There you go. 72-53. 19 points in it with 12 minutes 40 to go. This game's going to hot up.
He's got Elliott where he wants him there for a much taller man. It's sort of like a little bit of a cannon into his back rather than a...
Thanks, Louis.
Going to push you with two hands forward. Sheasel's quick release. He thought about playing on.
Big centre clearance, this one, isn't it? Huge centre clearance. Going back on. Todd Goldstein in there, Bailey Williams.
And that's... You're looking at that when you see with it and against him. That makes the Bazos...
I did not, Dan. I didn't, Dan. Isn't it like the Speedway World Championships at the moment or something that Britain were meant to be doing quite well in? Something like that. Oh my God, KO, stop banging on about coffee. Do you know what pees me off, right? So myself and Charlie do watch vlogs, right? And there's the whole thing of like the old van life. All these van life people always start their day with coffee and they always film it and it's like, go away. I don't care that you drink coffee every morning. Or at least every morning that you're filming. You will not see me making coffee during my vlogs. Just a heads up. Who's your tip? Who's my tip? Port or D's or Collingwood or Swans. That's my tip for the Premiership. You might see me making a cup of tea, but that's about it.
That is the angle that confronts.
See? Cow's clever. Oh, he's missed everything.
And doesn't score.
As you can see, boys, Oscar Allen back on the field. Corky, he was moving pretty well, and huge tackle. Elijah Hewitt also copping a fair bit of treatment down here.
Mate, if you see the Swans, Swans are playing brilliantly, mostly. Don't worry, Collingwood won't win the flag. Not that it's a flag. Collingwood won't lift the trophy at the end of the season. They'll bottle it, won't they? Collingwood will bottle it.
That is fantastic.
Huge number.
The coach wanted to trust the process before the game. I'm sure he'd take 23 tackles inside forward 50.
That's attitudinal, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all about attitude and desire.
Petricelli, the clearance. Sheed and O'Neill. Just a high ball, made it tough. Darling crunched in. Thomas. Now Phillips, good pickup. Hanson. Back for Phillips. And the pump again, just scrubbing a kick forward.
I think Collingwood have just been lucky, haven't they? Collingwood just keep getting lucky this season. I don't... Come on, North. Come on, North. Come on, Roos. Come on, Roos. Let's put something to the end of the game. Oh, they're back in the game. The Roos are back in the game. Ooh. I already said BP. I was watching the Swans game. 2 years straight of what? They haven't won anything in 2 years. What are you on about? North are winning this. Gabriel, North are winning this. They're pulling this back. I need this for my tips. Desperately need this for my tips.
They went to where their numbers were, and importantly, it was a big win. It is game back on, Pat.
Come on. West Coast are bottling it. Told you, North are plucky. They're plucky. Where has 80% winning rate got them? 80% winning rate? Where has that got them? Have they won the title? No. Did they lose to Swans last year? Yes. Okay, I need it. I need all of it I can get. I'm just saying, like, there's a saying that no one remembers second place, but no one remembers third place. And that's basically, you could say they were fourth place, possibly. No one remembers third place, do they? And that's what happened last year. It shouldn't have been, because you didn't win. Don't you have to win a match? You have to score more goals than the other team to win a match. That's the same in all forms of football, I think. At least this is hotted up, eh? Bashing the pies. Don't think there was anything wrong with that. Come on, North.
Williams copped a bump from his own teammate. Stunned a little. And Cole.
Well, don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think, weren't Collingwood lucky to beat us as well this year? You got lucky this year as well, didn't they?
Clearly the kid's got some talent, but he's just looked a little off the pace, off the mark.
I like that one. Old Lord Doofus, I like that one. Yeah, England have the moral victory in the cricket this year.
Late in that third term, can they arrest momentum back their way? Let's have a look at the bench. Bazo subbed out in that second term tactically. Shannon Hearn having a rest.
Hewitt's back out there as
I actually don't think North are going to win this still. They need to get out their own 50.
Now for O'Neill. Dangerous kick.
What cider's drinking these days? I had an 8 point. I can't remember what it was called now, but it was like a micro. I went obviously a microbrewery the other week or this week, just gone, and I had an 8.4% cider, and I was hanging. I was absolutely hanging. No, because we haven't lost, have we? That's the thing, we haven't lost. England have not lost the Ashes this year, have we? And Australia are not winning the Ashes, so that says it all really, doesn't it? Come on, North. Another one, you can do this. Oh. Overhead kick. He's gone overhead kick. That was awful. Just tap it. Just tap it with your foot. Come on. Come on, North. Holding the ball.
You have to take the risk of holding the ball longer. It is. It was like he stooged them into it. Certainly was.
Axis, that I've never heard of that, so no, I'm going to say that's not true. That is not true. Morally, Gabriel, morally, if we win, what if we win today, which we probably should, morally we win the Ashes. Yeah, I don't really follow cricket, to be fair. Cricket's a load of crap, especially Test cricket. Come on, Roos. Gut those Eagles. Uh-oh. Boom. Well done. Good spoil. But, as I said, at least we've won. At least England have won the Ashes morally, because Australia haven't actually won the Ashes, have they? So morally is better than not actually. Whoa, Peter. That is too far, Peter. That is too far. Do not bring Southampton into this. Don't bring Southampton into this. That's too far. Low blow. Low blow. Only I'm allowed to do the bashing, alright? No. I said T20's good. The 100's probably alright. Test is boring. No one... Don't live in the past, Cal. Don't live in the past, mate.
Defensive 50 on North Melbourne. They've just required a cool head, and Jack supplied it.
I just don't understand. I don't understand. Amanda, I'm Swans, Sydney. I don't understand how anyone can think, how anyone can think Collingwood deserved to win last year against Swans. I don't understand. Yeah, we struggled a little bit in the last quarter, but that's about it. I don't know how numbers are going up, to be honest. This game is rubbish, and I don't know how numbers are going up, but they are. Welcome to the stream. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Oh, and go to Charlie and Rob. Watch our videos on there. They're bloody terrific, if I do say so myself.
So Cripps is here again. He's just come back on, but he is the forward that's up at the stoppage. So you got Scott.
But we didn't play you in the grand final. We didn't play Collingwood in the grand final. So what does it matter? We got there, you didn't. Kangaroos have got to actually score some goals here. Juniac. What? You're telling me, Christopher, I have a big forehead? I do not have a big forehead. It's huge. It's a huge forehead.
That's the two teams down the bottom of the table, but both desperate for a win. Lucky.
I don't know if they are desperate for a win after this performance.
He can go and stab the ball into the pocket, but it was short of Curtis, and with it and chops it off.
Just a lack of connection. Curtis was looking to go back, shooting from the defender.
Oh, come on. This can only end quickly. Come on.
Yeah, that's bad. You can force them into a down-the-line long kick where you can turn the ball over and you allow a little 15-metre release kick further afield. Yeah, you've got to seal up every exit and force this.
Williams will feed it through. Hewitt up. Kelly tackle.
Go on, North, on the counter-attack. On the counter-attack. Make it slightly interesting finish. Just come on. Blow that whistle. Oh, he's playing on. Oh, no. Oh, it's been wiped out. Oh. This will be, what, 4 minutes? Just under 4 minutes. They still need like 2, though.
Just great vision, great calmness from a young player. We saw because of it, but...
How can you dislike North? North are like Southampton in football. It's just a team that you can't, like, dislike. Like, they're just a nice team. There's nothing to them. Nothing special. They're just a nice team. Oh, 7 points in it. There have been some, actually, to be fair. There's been a few meaty tackles. 3.5 minutes. A goal and a behind. Exactly. Yeah, New Falcon. Hello, New Falconer. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Like Southampton in football, North are inoffensive. You know, they're just there. They're not a team you can really dislike, are they?
I don't think there's any real win assistance, but 16 of the 20 goals for this match have been scored at the end that North Melbourne are kicking to right now.
No win down here, Derm.
Thanks for that little fact, buddy.
I cannot put my finger on why that's the case.
Come on, North. Come on, North. Their momentum's for North. Go on, buddy. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Oh, they're back in the game. Good job we carried on watching. Oh, it's a behind. That's okay. It was still 1 goal to get a draw. That would basically be fair if it was a draw, because both teams are rubbish.
Sheasel was celebrating.
He's pumped.
Might be an intriguing look again.
Ah, Peter. Yeah, Championship is a tough league. Championship is almost a tougher league than the Premiership.
And the Kangaroos have fought back.
Oh, Wendy, the 70s is a long time ago. The 70s is like 50 plus years ago. 2 minutes 40 left for North. Get a draw at least.
West Coast are just about out on their feet. Kangaroos making up.
Come on, Roos.
Long ball in.
Oh, almost marked it. Incorrect disposal, maybe? No. No, we're playing on. This is all Roos now. Well, at least it's a tight finish. 6 points in it. 2 minutes to go. Can West Coast hold on? I don't know if this will give me anything. This might give me a close score. Possibly. If it's a draw anyway. Oh! Come on. I'm glad I finished watching this. Oh, I did North to win by 20. I did North to win by 20, so I'm not even getting a close score at the moment. Come on, 1 minute 30. Plenty of time to get 2 goals. That's 1. It's 1 goal now. All they need now is 1 goal for the win. 1 goal for the win.
goals. Here's Hearn.
At least this last few minutes has been a little bit more entertaining. Surely West Coast are literally just going to keep the ball. They're going to try and keep the ball. North need to push up.
Can't let West Coast kick the ball around like this.
Twice have led by 30 points, the Eagles.
You've got to push up. You've got to press North.
Neither team has won since round 2.
Press, press, press. Don't look. Follow your man. They're just wasting so much time now. 40 seconds left. 40 seconds, if that.
They started doing this at the 75 seconds.
They're going long. They're going long. Big punch by North. North are on the attack. Have they made a mistake, West Coast? Have West Coast made a big mistake? No, they've got it back. 10 seconds. They've won it. West Coast have held on. They've held on. And the siren goes. Well, it did end up a fairly interesting... Look at them. Look at West Coast fans celebrating like they won the World Cup. Look at them. That's pathetic. You're still bottom or second from bottom? Jesus. Look how the losers celebrate. Wow. It's just awful, right? I said at least it got slightly... Yeah, you should be proud of me. At least I stuck out for the last quarter there. It actually got quite close in the last quarter, didn't it? Are we going to get to listen to the... Are we going to get to listen to the West Coast song? Come on. Well... Gabriel, it was... Well, yeah. I thought it'd be a better game than it was. And it ended up... Last few minutes ended up alright. But otherwise, it was a dull game. Just... I've got to go as well. I can't cope. Just cannot cope with this rubbish. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream today. Let's turn this rubbish off. I don't know how. How have we got like 50 odd people in here? Where have these people come from? Where were you earlier? Where were you earlier? That's all I'm going to say. That's me done. That's me done for the weekend. I don't know what to... I don't know. I've got to find something to do the rest of my day. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining and sticking with me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, Sunday daytime. Thanks. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you haven't already, go over to Charlie and Rob and watch this week's vlog video. And... yeah, no thanks, Ko. Thank you so much, guys. I will catch you all